Today I'm going to show you a pretty quick and simple self-massage routine for your forearms, wrists, and hands. This is something that you guys can do every day before work, every day after work, and any time in between that you feel like you may need it. Having a physical job, it's really important to warm up your muscles before you start using them throughout the day. A runner wouldn't run a marathon without warming up their muscles first, and a massage therapist wouldn't start their workday without doing this routine or something similar to it. Same goes for you guys. It's really important, and I think you'll enjoy it. So here it is. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to shake up your wrist and forearm, the one that's going to be massaged. Get it all loosened up. Shake both out if you want, because one hand's going to be doing the work. Now we're going to start by stretching out the wrist. It's really simple. All you do is take your fingers and pull them back towards you. Only pull until you feel that stretch. Hold it for about 3 seconds, and then release. And you're going to do that about 3 times. After 3 seconds, the stretch isn't really benefiting you, so there's no point to going longer than that. Now this stretch, you're going to feel it in the main part of your wrist, but if you want it to go even further than that, flip your arm around, and you're going to stretch the more lateral aspect of the arm. So you're going to stretch it out that way. Same thing, 3 times, 3 seconds. Make sure you release in between those 3 seconds. And then you're going to take each individual finger and stretch those out. Not too hard, just where you feel a stretch, and then release. Shake it out. Now we're going to try and bring some of the blood flow up to the surface by using a technique called friction. Now friction is rubbing fast on the skin. You'll start to notice a little bit of heat. You'll definitely notice that your arm starts to get red, and that's a good sign. That means that all the blood is flowing up through the muscle and into the surface of the skin, which is exactly what we want. Do this until you start to notice it's getting red, or until you start to feel a little bit of heat coming off the skin. After that, you're going to do a technique called kneading, which is just taking the main muscle and you're just going to knead it with your other hand, just like you're kneading dough. Now I'm really using the heel of my hand as opposed to my fingers, so my fingers don't tire out. You still have to use them for support, but the main area that's being used on your hand is the heel of your hand. And just get all those big muscles in the forearm. And this is going to loosen up the muscle and get it ready for our next technique, which is stripping. Shake it out, and we'll move on to the next one. Alright, your next technique is, like I said, called stripping. You're going to need a little bit of lotion for this. So you're going to apply the lotion to your forearm and to your hand. And then all you're going to do is you're going to strip down that same muscle that you just warmed up. You're going to take your thumb and you're going to press it into that muscle and strip down towards your hand. You want to use a little bit of pressure for this. Now that the muscles are warmed up, it's safe for you to do that. Not too much that it's unbearable for you, but enough to where you can feel it a little bit deeper into the muscle. Now if you really want to get a good stretch while you're stripping, what you're going to do is make a fist, put it on the table, and roll it forward. You're going to feel all these muscles stretch out, and then you can go ahead and really strip into them. You should be able to see that your arm's getting even redder, and that's also a good sign. After that, you want to do the inside of the arm. And in order to stretch that out, you're going to stretch out your wrist this way. So put your hand flat on the table, and then give another strip on the inside of the arm. Remember that you're not going to be able to do as deep of a stripping as you did on the front because it's The veins are very superficial on the inside of the arm, and it's a lot more sensitive right here, but you can still get a good stripping in. Some people like to make a fist and then roll forward to get this area where the muscle attaches. This is also actually going to help with use of your thumb while you're working. You can do the stripping for as long as you feel like you need to, and as long as it still feels good for you. After that, we're going to do a technique that's called ringing or milking. And all that is taking one hand and rolling it around the forearm. And then you can roll it back up. And I am using a little bit of pressure here so I can actually feel it into my muscle. And you can do that a few times. This is the milking technique. We try and do most of our techniques that are really smooth and pulling the circulation up. You want to go towards the heart as opposed to away from it. This is going to help with circulation and flushing out toxins from your system. Once you're done with that, then we will move on to some hand work. Now your hand has already been stretched out, but we're going to try and get into some of those muscles in the hand and loosen them up and warm them up. So you're going to start kind of at the wrist, and you're going to do that same stripping that we did on the forearm, but it's going to be right to where the wrist and the palm meet. So you use your thumb, you kind of dig into it. You may feel a few little crunchy areas right here, and that's completely normal because we use our hands so much that all the toxins in our body, that's one of the areas that they tend to congregate towards. So what you're doing by stripping is actually breaking up those little crystals. They're called uric acid crystals. And you're sending them throughout the body to be flushed out of your system, which is a good thing. And it's going to really make your hands work as best as they can. Kind of dig into that pad. And you want to go up in between each individual finger. And then in between the thumb and the index finger. This is the area that gets really tired for a lot of people. So this massage is going to help prevent it from getting too tired. So really dig into it. One thing that I do have to tell you, if you are pregnant by any chance, this is not a technique you want to use because there's a reflex point in the webbing between these two fingers that is a uterine release. On the other hand, if you happen to be in that time of month, this can help relieve some of the pain you may be experiencing. So then go ahead and squeeze that area. Otherwise, we're just going to massage in between. Really helps with range of motion of your thumb and fingers as well. If you want to, you can go down each individual finger and do that same milking technique that we did on the forearm, but it's just going to be down each finger. This one just feels really good. And there's not too much you can do on the anterior aspect of the hand because just like the other part of the forearm, the veins are very superficial and it's a very sensitive area. The one area that you can reach though is the top of the wrist, and you can do that same kind of stripping technique right in between those two wrist bones. You can do these, especially in the heel of your hand, for as long as you need to. They feel really, really good. Beginning of your workday and end of your workday. And that's for your hands. Okay, finishing up. We're just going to do what we like to call finishing strokes. So just kind of like the milking, but it's a lot smoother. you're just going to take that lotion and you're going to move your skin all the way upwards. So you're getting all that circulation, all the little uric acid crystals that you broke up in your hand. You're going to move all of that up. That's going to go into your lymphatic system and it's going to flush it out of your body so you don't have any more of those little toxins in there. But it is completely normal. This is also just a relaxation technique, so it feels really nice, especially at the end of the day. Now you guys may notice that you're a little bit sore after the first time that you do your self-massage routine, but that is completely normal. It's actually a good thing. It's getting your muscles used to being massaged. The more often you do it, the less you'll feel it, and the more relaxed your muscles will be altogether. So just don't press too hard in the beginning, and throughout, you can start to get a little bit deeper with your massage. And that's it. Well, that is it. That's the routine. Please feel free to use any aspects of it. Try and put it all together at the beginning of your workday, but if you find something that you like more than another, then go ahead and use that if that feels good for you. As long as you're doing something to warm up before work and stretch out after work, it's going to benefit you a lot. And the more often you can do it and form a habit of doing it, the better it's going to be in the long run. And you're really going to notice that you feel a lot more relaxed after work. So please give it a try, and I really hope you enjoy it. Thanks a lot.